here at Four Schools Only. Hey everybody, Arnold Hoffman here of Gear In First. I just finished doing the George Jenkins pep rallies, and I'm on the way to Boone High School. We're going to be setting up a little bit early just because I want to be able to actually sleep in a little bit. And by sleep in, I mean be able to answer all the phone calls and everything and not have to set up at the same time. Not really sleeping in. I wish. So now I'm on the way to Boone High School. I got to go pick up the big trailer. And yeah, let's do this. Here we go. Doesn't matter, the blue tape is just to mark the type of truss. Doing a balloon drop tonight. It's actually gonna be a really unique balloon drop. I'll explain that why in a minute. We're putting together a brand new DT4000s that just came in, completely redesigned. There'll be a video about that as well. We got the staging, drape being set up. Yo, this team is on fire. Leanne's got the drape. Leanne and John are just busting butt. Get into drape, I'm going. Anders already has the lights. He's almost everything to go. Shane and Brendan just joined us. They're getting all the wire and back end and back line, back whatever, all set up.
Dude, you're supposed to bring both on. I need the step stool. He needs a freaking ladder.
So now we're getting the screen mounted to create our tunnel. So the crew's almost done with all that pipe and drape there. Shane's got the sandbags over here we're gonna use in just a minute. Plus, we've got what's gonna happen with the projector in just a little bit. Bird, my man over here, running the lights.
Are they cool?
Shane is like in heaven right now. All right, so we've got the projector all the way up there. We're using the Living Oceans projector mount on the DT5000, and now we're just gonna bring that down and map it. In 4 hours and 22 minutes, my amazing team of 5 people, Anders, Leanne, Shane, John, where you at? And Brendan, who is a new uncle, yeah buddy, set 310 feet of pipe and drape, photo booth, did the lighting, did the video tunnel, had to redo this a couple of times because their boss can't make up his damn mind. Amen. And yeah, and of course the other team came in, did an amazing job with the balloon drop. So yay. And Brennan found out that it's a boy, so he's gonna be an uncle, not an aunt.
A funkle.
Fun uncle. So yeah, obviously my team busted butt, right? They did a lot in 4.5 hours, and about 20 minutes of that was me looking for my keys. But no, for real, I mean, they were incredible. So I took them out to eat dinner, and now it's 11:34. I should be home in a couple of hours. I can actually sleep in for a little bit, and I say for a little bit because even though my event now, I don't need to be there till 3 o'clock, just because I'm paranoid. I mean, there's nothing to do. Everything's done, but just because I'm paranoid and I'm always worried, I'll always get phone calls too, you know, hey, we're having help with issues with this or whatever it might be. So I'm up pretty early, plus I gotta let the teams in, get their vehicles, get their keys, and so forth. So anyhow, should be a good day. Now if you guys have any questions or anything, feel free to leave a comment below, but stay tuned and let's see what happens the next day. Morning, or good afternoon rather. It is around, actually it's close to 3 o'clock now, and I'm at Boone High School. We don't really start until 7, but I'm super paranoid. I was like, crap, I'm at the house, and yeah, I'm going through some rough things right now with my fish too, where I'm having some sort of parasite. We can't figure out where it is or what it is. So I took care of that, and then I flew over here to try to get things off my mind right now. But you can see now the issue that we're having is that even though we pinned a lot of these, the AC is just blowing where it's just kind of like going through and then around the back. So we're gonna pin these a little bit more. We're gonna have the tunnel ready to go. I mean, it's ready to go, we just gotta turn it on. And then of course, the balloons. So Anders is gonna come in, he wants to get a little bit of one-on-one on CompuShow, and he actually wants to map a few things out. So I've got the Medicom Pro waiting for him. And then we just gotta clean things up a little bit. So let me walk you through real quick on what everything is, what we're using before you see the official tour video that, you know, my clients usually see. Let's do this. So we've got the photo booth running over here. Well, not running yet, but there's a custom backdrop that I made. And I actually made this photo booth as well using a design actually by this gentleman named Marcus. I bought another booth from him, and we borrowed some ideas from his retired design, added our own twist to it. We got to finish laying out the props. We've got our DNP printers. On the back, we've got Yamahas. Now, another reason we use this drape is because it lets sound through pass real nicely. So we've got our Yamaha DSR speakers, EV ETX in the front. So look at this freaking rat's nest. We still got to finish all this. But you guys may be already familiar with my coffin. I have my S9. I've got my RP 8000 turntables. I actually got rid of the Elation controller that I modified this case with, the Odyssey Flight FX, and now I have one that I can control with my phone. So I can have DMX, or I can use my phone to control the colors and color chases. My 2018 MacBook Pro. For control surfaces here, we are using Beyond for our lasers. And then I have my Elation Minicon Pro running Compia show, and only one universe today, yay. For atmospherics, we're using the Fog Fury Face by ADJ with the Backwoods Bay Fog Fluid from Froggies. We also have the Froggies iridescent bubble fluid, which what it does is it just gives a really nice color sheen to all the bubbles. A liquid CO2 you can see right here is for our club cannon, right there. There's my ADJ On Tour Cyclone that I use to make myself all nice and refreshed. We've got just a regular fan here for the bubbles using the ADJ Bubbletron XL. And then this time we're gonna be using the ADJ Focus Z3s. I was gonna use the Blizzard ones. I could actually use a little bit of the brighter beam the Blizzards give, but these guys have the motorized focus, so I needed the motorized zoom because I wanted to create some water effects on the floor. And then going back over here, we have the, we've got the ADJ dots matrix on each side, plus the UV cannons on the top, and the Mobile Beat Mirage from X Laser, and that's gonna do some really cool underwater effects and such, or graphics, excuse me. Ronaldo Loftman here at 4 Schools Only. We are halfway through the For the Record homecoming tour. We got about 5 or 6 schools that we're doing today. And I'm at Boone High School. I want to show you a little bit about what we did to help bring their underwater theme to life. Now, Boone High School is a large school, so we've got 2 dance floors. I'll be on the inside. DJ Centrix will be out on the outside on an all request floor. Come on in and let's show you a little bit around. First of all, this is one of my personal favorites. It's the Aquarium Tunnel. So as the students walk in, you're going to see the video screen on the top with realistic projections to make it feel like you're actually walking through an aquarium tunnel. Now on the inside, they really wanted to focus just on covering as much of the gym as possible. So we did pipe and drape all the way around, and we did different color lights to help bring the whole underwater theme to life. Now while the students did these really pretty balloons and everything, on the center you're going to see the big thick balloon drop. Now what's really cool about these balloons is they are specially made so they fall slowly, they don't pop as easily, and those long tube looking ones you can actually bend, throw around. So this is really gonna add a lot of excitement. You know, most balloon drops, when you do them, they just drop down and you just hear pop, 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 pop. Not these. These last a lot longer, so the effect is gonna be there for quite some time. Now on each side of the drape and even back here, you can also see our laser projections doing all sorts of different cool aquatic and sea life animals. For the lighting, we kept it simple with our Club Extreme setup. And the Club Extreme features a couple different things. So first of all are our floodlights. Now even with the sunlight still pouring in, the floodlights flood the entire gym area. Notice that all the tables, everything is completely lit around. This is really important because even with the emergency lights off or the gym lights off, you don't want to have any dark corners. And these floodlights will prevent that from happening. Next, we have our complementary. Some of these can be moving heads or scanners. In this case, we chose our moving heads with dual gobos. Now, what you need to know about that is just that a gobo is a wall projection. But when you have a moving head that can do 2 gobos together, we can alter the focus a bit and make it look like it's underwater. So we can do some really cool underwater effects and even do custom gobos in there too. But for this one, we just stuck with the underwater type effects that we'll have playing for the king and queen. In the center is our asteroid. This is similar to a mirror ball, but instead of lights bouncing off, this actually is emitting beams. And in this case, you can see the really, really thick beams, but you need something to see the beams. So in that case, we have a little bit of fog too. Now our haze is technically versus fog. The difference between haze is that it's not asthmatic and you don't see a lot of thick smoke clouds everywhere. Now, can it set off alarms? Anything can set off alarms. We'll talk to you guys about that and what you can do to prevent that from happening. And on the top, we do have our UV cannons. The students are very excited about having some black lights. So the UV cannons, again, 2 simple lights to flood the entire room. Let's go ahead and move around here. You can see that the lights over here are all hit. The pipe and drape, everything is glowing because of those UV cannons. The staging for here and for the admin, we've also provided as well. We use performance staging versus traditional folding staging. The difference is performance staging, it stays still. It's a lot more secure and it can be raised up to different levels, but 24 inches is a pretty good height, which is 2 feet. Now, of course, the most popular part is the photo booth. We pride ourselves with having the fastest printers in the industry, and I cannot say this enough because every time I meet with a school, they tell me how long the photo booth takes. I can tell you right now that Leanne will make sure that doesn't happen because she's going to keep that line flowing. So our micro booth doesn't take a lot of room. We got plenty of props. The photos print out instantly. You're talking less than 10 seconds for each individual print to come out. And at the very end, we will send you guys a copy of all the photos, plus one online where people can download. We also make a custom footer, custom logo, custom everything. At 4 Schools Only, we don't just show up, play music, and leave. We'll be there to help you sell tickets. We'll help you afterwards to just make sure each dance is better and better. So if you want to know what it means to rock with the best, give us a call down below at 863. High School, my man DJ Centric. Tell him how it was out here.
It was crazy out here. It was awesome. A lot of fun.
So, what's up with ABBA? Like, you've had a lot of success.
Oh, yeah. Dancing Queen, YMCA we got in there.
It just goes to show you, cheese never gets old. You guys know what to do. Make sure you like, subscribe, thumbs up, etc. Ronaldo Hoffman, Shane, with 4 Schools Only. Gear it first. Have a good night. God bless. Hey, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more like it, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Gear it first, honest reviews, incredible gig logs, lots of tips and tricks, and more tutorials than any other YouTube channel. I guarantee it or your money back.